So when you're low, you know, because you see it right there. Not only that, it stores the batteries in a way that keeps them fresh. Because if the terminals bang into each other, it drains the battery. There is room for every type of battery. Your big D batteries, your C, AAA, AA, even the little nickel batteries, little coin batteries, we got that. And there's a charger that comes with it. Always been a customer pick. Right there on hsn.com. It's 604346. I have it available. Here's the colors. I'm gonna call this teal, purple, white, red, and black. Here it is filled with batteries to show you how it looks. It has a little handle. I can take them with me. If you're going on a trip and you're like, man, I got a lot of portable electronics, I need batteries, you can take it anywhere you go. Yvette Lopez is here with me. You look amazing. Nice outfit. I got to tell you, this is such a smart product. And if you don't have one of these, because again, who doesn't use batteries?
You know what? This has been a customer pick. I invite you to look at the reviews. There's like 539 reviews. And why? Because everybody has batteries. Now, I'm a Virgo, so I'm really super organized. But I will tell you that before I had this, here's where I looked for my batteries. Here's your junk drawer. And when you needed that battery, you start looking through it because you know you saw some batteries rolling around in there. And then maybe you find one, maybe two. And you know what? Most likely, they're dead anyways. Because when they're rolling around and when the terminal areas are touching other metal objects, it's just sucking power right out of them. So I'm taking you from this to this. Now, couple things here. First of all, now you know where all of your batteries are and you can store them easily, as you saw, slender design. This goes right in a drawer. You can actually hang this somewhere right on, we're gonna give you drywall hooks and screws so you can hang this. But you know, Guy, what's great about this design, it's very intentional. So not only can it hold 100 batteries. In fact, I'll let you know, the ones that you were talking about, the remote, the gaming consoles, okay, 52 AA batteries. Those are the ones most likely you're gonna use. Then you have a spot for 30 AAA, for 8 Cs, 6 Ds, and you even have spots for the 9 volts. That's where you hear the smoke detector at 1:30 in the morning, and you really hope you're gonna go find a battery to replace that. Now, there is also, okay, and there you are. It's showing you everything that you get. Right in the center, you also are gonna have a home for this battery, the tester. That's super important. This is gonna test every size battery. I'll show you just one right here. I'm gonna slip in the D, and if you get in, there it is. You see it in the green. When that toggles in the green, you know it's a good battery. If it's not, if it goes in the red, the battery's dead. And you don't want that dead battery hanging out with your good batteries because it's just gonna be stealing the power away from them. Then again, with this intentional design, you have a little slot for all those random button cell batteries. So there's a place for everything, but when I talk about the intentional design is you see every battery has its own individual slot. The reason that's so important is because if you're like, Yvette, I know where my batteries are, I just keep them all in this bowl.
And that's the worst thing to do.
You know why? Because guess what? These are all new batteries, right? This guy's taking power from this guy, so forth and so on. And as your new batteries, brand new batteries that you just paid money for are sitting there, they're going dead because they're just stealing power one from the other. So if you look on your package, when you buy new batteries, it'll say shelf life up to 10 years if stored properly.
Well, which is why when you buy them, they're packaged properly.
Exactly.
Right? You notice they're not clanking into one another. They're usually, they're side by side. They're wrapped in plastic, right? They're in a box so that they don't shift around. And that's really just a part of the problem, right? Because you run out of batteries on a regular basis. And then you're like, oh, I gotta go to the store, I gotta get more batteries. You always forget to get batteries. If you have a suitcase that's dedicated to batteries, you are able to check the suitcase from time to time and be like, wow, I'm getting really low on AA's. You know, AA's and AAA's are what most people use. And when you think about it, from remote controls to any kind of electronic devices, to Xboxes, gaming systems.
During the holidays, I used a ton on my decorations.
All my lights.
And the candles, the flameless candles.
All the flameless candles. And they each take 3 batteries, right? 3 little AAA's, or the larger ones take AA's. You go through them so quickly. So read the reviews. There are over 500 reviews, 600,
539.
450 are 5-star.
Yes.
Almost every person was
Right.
like, wow. So really smart gift. If you pick it up today, colors, I've only got, if you want to get white, I got 70, all right, left in white. I have purple, a couple of hundred, 300, 400, that's it. If you want the teal, a little bit more than that. I'm okay in the red, I'm okay in the black. These are the two most popular colors, but I'll tell you, another item I own, another item I wish I created, because everybody has a problem with this. Ask yourself, where are all my batteries? Now, you may all have them in one spot, but I'll bet they're not organized. I bet they're just free-for-all.
But are they all together? And
Right.
I mean, listen, I didn't know this before I researched it, but once you have this information for something that's so affordable, just to be able to get them in the correct storage place, so this way you're getting the most life out of them. Batteries are expensive. I mean, I know, I go out there, we all have to buy them, they're expensive. So if you can get the most life out of them, and on top of it, now you don't have the challenge of having to go look for them. I bet if you're the one who's watching right now, you're probably the person that either your kids go to or your significant other and says, hey, honey or mom, where are the AA batteries? You know what, I'm that person. Now, instead of my husband making me go look for them, I go, honey, bottom drawer in the kitchen, battery organizer. I don't even have to tell them now. You know where they are. You don't have to play, you have a tester, so you don't have to play that Russian roulette game. Is this the device? Which battery doesn't work? You throw them all away. Maybe only one was bad. You're wasting money again.
Or you don't have to hear this. Hey, Ma, Dad, you got any batteries? Right?
Just like that. That's
Tell me how many times you hear that. Well, and you know, and I only got one. I got Danny, right? But that's probably one of the most common things he asked me all through his teenage years. He's like, hey, Dad, you got any AA's? And I'd be like, yeah, you know, this is way before this. I'd be like, yeah, go check in the drawer.
Go check in the drawer.
And he'd be like, all you got is AA's. And I'd be like, well, you got to tell me when we run out of batteries. You're the one that uses 90% of them. And he'd be like, well, I'm telling you now. We're running out of batteries. So
it's too late then.
This is a way to keep the checks and balances on your batteries. And you know, it's funny, it may not seem like a big deal to you, but I would tell you, if you're a working parent, grandparent, whatever, you know, I think of even my mom's 90, she probably still goes through a ton of batteries. She
mom
has
loves hers.
Things that need to be recharged.
Yes.
She's got a bunch of remote controls, all kinds of different things. So it's a great gift to give yourself. It's a great gift to give to somebody else. It's only 20 bucks today. If you want to grab it, $20 and change. Read the reviews. People love it.
Well, you know what's great is that when you read the reviews across the board, I got one for myself, and then you know what? I went back and I bought 2, 3 more as gifts, because you get it home and you're like, I didn't know I needed this, but once you have it, and it just makes that little part of your life, that time when you have to go get the battery for your flashlight, for the kids' toys, you just know where to go. You know what I mean? It just doesn't stop you and make you waste time to look for the batteries, and then you can't find one. And then also, this is, it's constructed really solid, because you know, to hold this many batteries, it's got to be good. Yeah. And I love the see-through cover, because you know what, you can do, glance at it and go, hey, next time I go to the store, I'm going to pick up some AA's. You just know. You know what I mean? You know. So it's just an easy fix.
Yeah, I mean, you know who buys this? This is really smart people that are like, you know what, I don't want to run out of batteries anymore. I got kids, I got grandkids that come over, Grandma, I need batteries. Hey, check the case, all right? Tell me if we're low. Customer pick, as I said before, close to 500 5-star reviews. I mean, that's really, really, really highly rated. Last call on white, a couple dozen left. If you want it in white, I still have it in red and black, most popular, purple, and then also the green. Yvette, great job.
Thank you. I mean, you know what? It's an easy way to start getting organized.
Well, and if you
move on to bigger things after this.
If you do a bunch of these little things in your life, your life is going to be a little more, you know, easy to handle.
That's what we're looking for. So, thank you.
I'm going to step outside because we got a couple of garden items in our